គិតពីរឿងដើមពេលណាដេកលក់ចឹងទៅសម័យឃើញពីដើមរត់មកក្នុងព្រៃដេកតាមព្រៃអត់មានផ្ទះអត់មានអីធ្លាប់កន្សត់ពេលខ្ញុំនៅស្រុកខ្មែរនៅពីទូចខ្ញុំធំឡើងជាមួយម៉ែឪខ្ញុំធ្វើចង្ការមកដែលស្រែច្រើនជាងស្រែ so ខ្ញុំជួយម៉ែឪខ្ញុំតាំងពីទូចអាយុអាយុ10ឆ្នាំមក10ឆ្នាំខ្ញុំជួយម៉ែឪខ្ញុំលេខដាំស្ពៃក្តោបដាំអាឡាដវេតអាឡាដបន្លែ you know ត្រប់ពោតសណ្ដែកខ្ទឹមស្ពៃ you know អាឡាច្រើនណាស់ដាំបន្លែ
My name is Vicheth and I am Cambodian, born in a refugee camp in Thailand. So my story is interesting. I was born in a refugee camp. I still remember being very little, playing with, now I know it's tropical clay because I worked with a local a soil scientist, and I described how I was a kid and I was playing with this red clay, and he was like, yeah, that's because you were like at a tropical area, and he just knew the science of soil. But I just remember making little pots and everything like that and just developing that love of like dirt and soil and just getting dirty, and I think that just never left me. And I remember being very little and playing with kids, and when my parents had the opportunity to come to America, they had to go learn English, so they left us with a babysitter, and I just remember being in a crowded place with other children where other parents were learning English, and the babysitter was very, very mean, but somehow we made it. And I remember going on the plane and not knowing that we were immigrating to another country, just being very little. I know that I was on a plane, and I remember being very terrified of the toilet. But we made it, and we settled in New London, Connecticut. And my dad's first position was working at Connecticut College, and then my mom got a position there working at the kitchen, and my dad was a custodian painter there for years, and that's been we were lucky because that's been their job that offered them benefits, and they never had to look for another job. So they were lucky with the work that they found. So how did the farmland happen? I was really interested because I was working for my health advocates at the time in West Hartford, Connecticut, and they were trying to source food that were coming from Florida. And I was like, why Florida? Why not grow stuff local? And that's how the ball started to roll. So 2011, we just had like a big backyard garden. I was taking pictures of it. We learned how we can grow on buckets. So like if you look at pictures of my Facebook in 2011, we had buckets and buckets of things growing in buckets of soil in the backyard. And we don't know how sacred food is, the magic of it. And really why I became a farmer was it connected me to earth. The Mother Earth that just gives us everything. It connected me with the soil. It connected me with the sun. It connected me with the water. Like, it was the earth. It was like my everything, just being connected to the cycles of the climate and everything. And now I have the farming bug back. And so what I hope to do right now is this is a season in my life where as I am a new auntie, my nieces and nephew are little, and they still look at me as, oh my God, Farmer Vicheth, Farmer V, Auntie V. And my parents had my mom just retired. My dad has been retired for a few years. So being a Cambodian refugee, both my parents are genocide survivors. So the fact that I have both parents are alive, I feel very, very lucky. I have, for example, my cousins grew up with no father, was killed during the genocide. And then I also have, in my mother's side, like where her sister, I have cousins that grew up with no father. I have both parents. So I have like a good solid, 10 years left with my parents. I just wanna have this generational growing experience, and I wanna teach other people and empower other families to grow together, grow daily, grow food, and just like have like that goal of working together, and like that sacred moment of like when you're harvesting your crops, when you're sowing your seeds, and then in the end just like having that feeling of like this meal made by whoever, and it comes from crops that you grow. Like, wouldn't that be so special? I do believe that we live in a society right now where both parents have to work and kids go to school, and most families don't eat together anymore. And I just want to bring that story and the family unit back, and I think that's special, and that's one of my missions moving forward, is to empower families to grow and eat together and just like celebrate each other and the time that you have together, these precious moments. My dad was a Willie Nelson fan. I'm like, Dad, I was in Farm Aid. I met his son, and he was like, you know Willie Nelson songs? Just hearing his history and how like he like always had this love and this passion for singing, but the Khmer Rouge happened, and he like was a genocide survivor, and like how he almost died through starvation, but was able to make it through, and his survival story, and how he was able to cross the border and go into Thailand without getting killed. I'm like, Dad, what about the landmines and everything like that? He's like, I just followed the trails of the dead people, and like it's nothing, but this is my father's reality, and this is what he saw.
I don't mind to do anything job, because I think the job very important for my family. I don't care about people that look down to me. I don't care. Money is important, and learn how to survive, I learn how to save money. Yeah, you bomb. I don't know what mean bomb, I find out, the bomb mean like people live in the street or something like that, right? The bomb, right? Mean like that, right? Yeah, homeless, That make me mad, my God, make me mad. Make me more work hard, work hard and learn how to save money, more save money, yeah. Until I have everything right now, I feel good right now, feel good, very good, yeah, very good,
So it was like a unique experience to help Mike assist with interviewing my father. One thing that made me really, really want to reflect is something that he had to talk about was how he had to sacrifice and work like 2 jobs and work all the time. And I remember as a kid, I always came home to an empty house. Both parents are always working. And just to hear my dad says that he has that regret and that not having that family time, not having that bonding time. And I'm seeing it, giving it back to my niece and nephew, which is beautiful, but just to know that, it bothers him too, kind of like it bothers us at the moment in time. But in the end, like, I've had a position where I had to go to other Cambodian households and see different families, and I can honestly say, like, when I look at like everything that my family has provided us, my mom and dad, I'm just so lucky, and all that hard work was worth it. It was worth it, Daddy. It was worth it, Mommy. And I love you so much, and I'm so excited to grow together and just share this story of how families can grow together and grow vegetables and fruit together, and I'm excited to inspire other families too.
Oh, I love this, I love this land, I love this property, because like countryside, more quiet. When I grow up, can hear the birds sing, sometimes a lot of turkey, a lot of deer, around my property. I love it.